Adjusting to the physical challenges of middle age was something that slowly crept up on me. At first, it starts off with you being so sure that you can do anything and everything, Like, I start living the American dream and I have it all, and life isn't going to touch me. But then you start to realize that all these things that you've had your mind set on, you realize that it takes a toll on your body over the years. My bones crack when I make certain movements and gestures. Food have a certain effect on my body that they didn't before. It started to dawn on me that I need to take care of my body better than the years. When I was younger, I was a part of a dance group called the Chat Danser, Dancing Cats. My back started to hurt. I recently went to the doctor and they told me that I potentially have a spinal hernia. I exercise 3 days a week to keep up with my fitness and my diets, so I feel that it's normal that I exercise and I like to get healthy. Sisters while my parents went to work, often helping sew their clothing, cooking food, and seeing over their education. I would make pajama sets, baby doll dresses, drapes, patches and repairs, stitch designs, and other things. I became an activist for Haitian rights in South Florida, and a few years later, my daughter and her husband moved to the United States for her journalism career. Once she grew older and started a family, I became a food service worker at a major mall in Sunrise, Florida. Then I moved to become a cafeteria server at a private Christian academy. Now I'm retired and I visit Haiti regularly throughout the years. I found happiness in helping my fellow Haitians gain their equality in South Florida. Assuming adult and civic responsibilities was hard because it was difficult to adjust to a new culture. I did not know the language or many of the laws of the country. I had to work twice as hard, but I had my church to help me keep my faith and a great support system of family and friends. My daughter was more experienced with the laws of the country than I was, so she would help me if I had to fill out any forms or anything of that nature. As an immigrant from Haiti, my life was a little bit more difficult in my opinion. My daughter was already a mother with responsibilities working in her journalism career in the United States. She had a good head on her shoulders, but life in the U.S. was hard when the recession hit around 2004. My family moved in with me for a short time until we recovered and got back on our feet. Adulthood was okay. I do not regret anything, but there are things that I would have done better to make my life and my daughter's life and my granddaughter's life better. I was not married when I was with my daughter's father. We worked on being good parents to get her a better education than most kids in Haiti received at that time. Later on, in my 60s, I did meet my husband on a trip to Haiti and we connected. We got married a few years later and are still together to this day. I have found happiness in revitalizing my marriage through him and my relationship with my daughter and my relationship with my current husband. It made me happy to be able to be in a happy marriage before my time. I only had to care for my father through his old age. He would remember me, but when it came to my grandchildren, he would not remember them right away. I would ask him if he can recall their names, and he would be able to state my daughter's name, but he wouldn't be able to state my granddaughter's name. I told him that he has met them before and that he knows their name, but he just looked off into the distance. This is when I realized that my father's age is affecting his memory. My mother died earlier on than my father did, about 20 years earlier or so, around the age of 73. My father died at the age of 93. His memory would go, and he died and lived a good long life, although he did smoke tobacco regularly in Haiti. I find the meaning in life through God. I try to go to church as much as possible to connect and find purpose through his work. At my church, we have helped many families, and through their happiness and blessings, I get to see the meaning of life is to help and promote life itself through good works and deeds. I also would like to see other people help each other through good works and deeds. The meaning in life does not lie solely on materialistic things and secular activities and things of this nature, but it lies through love. We must love one another, and through the love of one another, we will find the meaning of life. When I went to the doctor to get my physical, they told me that I was in good health for someone my age. This made me feel good because it showed me that I did what I needed to do to take care of my body for this long. Everything else that's happening is coming from me being old. I exercise 3 times a week to keep myself in shape. I also swim in the swimming pool at the gym. Lately, my back has been hurting from a potential spinal hernia that the doctors told me about. I do have pain when I lie on my side, and it is uncomfortable when I sleep. This just shows me that I am getting older and that my body isn't as strong as it used to be. I must keep exercising and keep staying physically fit to adjust with my limitations. Although I do not see them as limitations, I will find a way around them, and I will not let my disabilities define me. I've been working for over 30 years in the US as a cafeteria lunch lady and working in food services. That's most of the stuff that I know. Now I use my Social Security checks and my savings from those jobs to live a comfortable life. I worked in the same type of environment for a long time, so I did not have to adjust to a different setting. I knew how to handle food and how to prepare meals for the day for the kids. Depression in Haiti was a very taboo subject. Many people suffered from depression and they just didn't know that that's what they were suffering from. I witnessed my parents, my brothers and sisters, and many of my close friends and relatives suffer from depression, but this silent killer took a toll of them. In my country, it just seemed as if something that you needed to get over, something that you needed to talk to God about, and something that you needed to work on by yourself. In America, there are many doctors that help you with your mental health, and there are many doctors that try to help you become happier and get away from your depression. And this is not something that is normal in Haiti. In Haiti, it is something that you have to deal with by yourself, and it is very dangerous. This leads to many people taking their own lives and taking the lives of others sometimes. Many very innocent people suffer from depression. Me personally, I did not know I was suffering from depression until I came to the United States and understood that there was a word for it. Of course, my daughter is well educated in the terms of mental health through her schooling in Haiti and her schoolings outside of Haiti as well. However, for me, my education stopped in high school. So after that, in the 40s, and it was very nice growing up when I did. I grew up in the 1950s. I was born in 1944. I was the eldest of 13 children, so I would watch over my brothers and sisters to make sure that they were okay. My parents, they worked hard, so it was on the responsibility of me to make sure that my siblings went to school, ate, had their proper nutrition and meals, and did their homeworks on time. What it was like when the children were young, it was really good. I only had one daughter, Nicole, and it was really good raising her. With me and her father, we placed her in higher education in Haiti so that she can have a better life and that she can better value education and knowledge. I only had one daughter, so she may have been spoiled a little bit. It was life-changing because it showed me that my life is not my own, but it is also someone else's. I did everything in my power to make sure that my daughter had a quality education and that she did not want for anything. I did, however, spend a lot of time with my business, making sure that she had the means that she needed and the needs and supplies that she needed as well. Because I was always working, I did not see her the way I wanted to see her and as much as I wanted to see her, so she would stay with family members and her father most of the time. But when I did see her, I would make sure she had the best supplies that I can offer her. This is important because a lot of children in Haiti lack education, and with the lack of education, they lack morals and understanding of the way the world works around them.